because I'm just so desperately trying to make my life a movie, a dream, a good time. Cut out the bad times, good vibes only. It means that, yeah, I'm at risk of alienating my loved ones and myself. Hey, how's it going? The video I have for you today is a companion piece for my last video. Don't know why I did that. Which was about how to lift your mood. And I was really amped in that video, and I feel really good about putting that piece of positivity out there into the world. But I felt like something was really missing or went unsaid with that. And so that's what this video is about. Let's get into it. It's gonna be on pain and suffering. She's a happy girl from another galaxy. So in my last video, I really dove into the positive side of things, and I'm really glad that I could share that. Yeah, it's really great to be up. It's so great to focus on the present, and when you practice gratitude, you do encounter more things to be grateful for. Those two practices are brilliant, and awareness, it's all good. But a lot of us, maybe all of us, have problems in our life that we don't know what to do about. Maybe they're a confusing mess, they're stress, they're full of pain, hurt, anguish, fear. Some of them are real: financial stress, poverty, abuse. Now I'm just listing bad stuff. But there are things in our life, even internal anxiety and not feeling right within ourselves and being insecure. Like, it's hard. It's hard to live with them. It's hard to try to solve them. Pain is a part of life. It's not always possible to solve our big problems immediately. I think that everything in life is temporary. And so if you're experiencing something really awful, just know that that won't go on forever. It will have to end, because everything does. When I experience pain or I'm going through a hard time, I really try to remind myself that this too shall pass. Yes, so we all experience pain, and I think when we focus on the brighter side of life, trying to always be up and positive, we can negate how we're really feeling deep down. We can negate the pain and the suffering within us and silence those parts of ourselves and one another. If we're so focused on being up, then which of our loved ones who is experiencing pain will feel comfortable to come to us and share their burden? Or maybe even what's worse is when our loved ones do come to us to share their burden and their real life struggle and pain, you can't hear them because I'm you, as in it's me that I'm talking about. This is just something that I struggle with because I don't feel comfortable with the darker sides of life. I am at risk of not being able to really be there for my loved ones and be compassionate to them how they really need me to be, which is to listen. We always want to solve other people's problems. We want to have the solution so that we can just correct it, you know? We just correct it. But actually, that's robbing their experience of going through this hardship, because I'm sure they've tried all of the different options that you have in your head, or they've certainly worked through them. You know, that you're not giving the person credit. That is something that I struggle with, because I'm just so desperately trying to make my life a movie, a dream, a good time. Cut out the bad times. Good vibes only. It means that, yeah, I'm at risk of alienating my loved ones and myself, because there isn't only good vibes in life. Most of what's real about life is actually hardship and the struggles. Like those are the details of our life. So how can we be real with ourselves about that, so that we can also make a better future for all of us? There's so much injustice in the world. If we just sit there with our fingers in our ears saying,
it's all rosy,
then we won't ever be able to come up with change. The more that we can sit with our own pain and sit with the pain of others, that puts us into a better position to really see our environments for what they are, our situations for what they are, and to solve these problems. Maybe everything is about balance in life. So as much as you want to be positive and get the most out of life and live life to the max and only experience comfortable and pleasurable things, life is pain. We are born, and that during that process, that is incredibly painful to our mothers. And then at the end of our lives, we die. And in between, we're having to find ways to clothe ourselves, feed ourselves, and find some sort of real joy, as well as like going through the hurdles of loving one another and getting to know others as well as ourselves. It's an incredibly difficult task. In Buddhism, suffering is a core part of their belief system, and it is about using pain as a transformational tool and just accepting that life is pain. Which, I mean, there are some parts of the Buddhist theology which is really intense. Like, so much of it is intense, you know. The more that you spend time with it, the less scary it sounds. Like I'm an expert, I don't know. But I'm interested in Buddhism, and what I have come to understand is that we humans see things as dualistic, like good or bad, right or wrong, black or white. But if you go a little bit above, things aren't right or wrong, black or white, good or bad. They aren't dualistic, they are just happening. It's just all just unfolding. Then on our human level, like we feel the tough things and the hard times, like we're in the middle of it, of course, so we have a perspective of whether it's good or bad, right or wrong, because it's happening to us. But they say that just through zooming out, you don't have to get stuck in that hurt, because you don't know what is right around the corner for you. So we never know what's around the corner and what is actually for us, without going down a rabbit hole, which I'm not an expert to talk about. Just knowing that helps to give me a little bit of an aim for how I can help to sort of rise above, go up the next level, and not see things as good or bad, right or wrong all the time. But most of the time, I don't know how to rise above it. I guess it's a practice. It is a practice. But we have to have compassion on ourselves for where we're at. If you're having a bad day, don't beat yourself up for not being able to see the sunny side of things, you know. Actually, just take care of yourself. Just sit with your pain and Yeah. If this does help you, I'm so happy.